William James believed that most human beings live their lives at a fraction of their potential, not because they are lazy or incompetent, but because they stop too soon. In a famous address called The Energies of Men, delivered in 1906, James laid out his case with characteristic clarity and urgency. He began with an observation everyone can recognize. We all know the experience of a second wind. You are tired, convinced you cannot go on, and then something shifts. A new reserve of energy becomes available. You continue, and often find that the second wind leads to a third. James argued that this experience points to a deep truth about human psychology. We have multiple layers of energy, and we rarely reach the deeper ones. The first layer is what we use in ordinary life. When it is exhausted, we stop. But stopping there is not necessity, it is habit. He proposed that great achievers, people who accomplish extraordinary things, are not fundamentally different from ordinary people in their capacity for energy. What distinguishes them is that they have found ways, through discipline, crisis, passion, or inspiration, to break through the ordinary stopping points and access deeper reserves. Some of this access is achieved through crisis. James noted that people in genuine emergencies, soldiers in battle, disaster survivors, people confronting imminent loss, regularly discover capacities they had no idea they possessed. The crisis removes the ordinary threshold. But crisis is not the only way. James observed that some people access deeper energies through religion, through love, through intense intellectual engagement, through passionate commitment to a cause. The great religions, he argued, are partly systems for teaching people to access their deeper energies, through prayer, meditation, ascetic practice, community, and the cultivation of an animating ideal larger than oneself. He also pointed to what he called inhibitions, beliefs and habits that prevent access to deeper energies without any physical necessity. Most of our stopping points are psychological, not physiological. We believe we are tired because the first layer of energy is exhausted, and we have never learned to push through. James was not preaching mere willpower. He was making a psychological observation. The depth of human energy is much greater than ordinary experience suggests. And the primary barrier is the belief that we have reached our limit. He closed with a challenge. What are you saving your energy for? Every day you do not push to your deeper reserves is a day that potential remains unrealized. Not because it must, but because the habits of ordinary life have never demanded more. The energies are there. The question is whether anything will call them forth.